Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today in this video I'm going to show you a simple demonstration how to find a number whether it is an Armstrong number or not. So first of all we'll see what are these Armstrong numbers. Simply, an Armstrong number is a number that is equal to the sum of cubes of its digits. That means when we get the digits of that number separately and we add the cubes of those numbers, then if we get the same number again, that is an Armstrong number. For example, 0, 1, 153, 370, 371, 4, 7 are Armstrong numbers. Let's see how this 153 becomes an Armstrong number. Just see here, when we break down the digits of 153, we get 1, 5 and 3. And we get the cubes of those three numbers separately, we get 1, 125 and 27. And we get the total of 1, 125 and 27, we again get 153. So we can say that this is an Armstrong number. So let's try the code how to find these Armstrong numbers. Okay, now let's see how to write the code. First of all, I'm going to declare some variables, integer variables, and we will be using this in our code, and a sum variable, and I'm going to initiate it as 0, then a variable named temp. Then we have to enter the number from the user into the program. So for that, I'm going to ask the user to enter the number which he or she want to check whether it is an Armstrong number or not. And then I'm going to equal this number which the user has entered into our temporary variable. Okay, that means the temp holds the same number which the n carries. If the n is 1, temp also 1. Then I'm going to use a while loop, and this while loop will only work when n is greater than 0, and inside this while loop I'm going to code like this: use n modulus 10. I will be explaining these things using an example. Sum r into r. Then n equals n. Okay. Now if the sum comes out of this while loop equal to the temp variable, the initial number which the user has entered, you can say that number is an Armstrong number. Okay. Not else is not. Okay. Now this is our code, and let's take the example which we have taken earlier. Earlier I told you that 153 is an Armstrong number. So suppose the user has entered 153. Okay. Now if the user has entered 153, here our temp will be again 153. And when it comes to this while loop, We'll check this condition. Our n is greater than 0. Okay, then we can proceed rest. In here, they say that n modulus 10 equals r. Now our n is 153, and when we modulus 10, now our r will be what? It will be 3. Now our r is 3. Okay. Now let's go to this part. Now we know our sum is 0. N 0 plus r cube. We know that our r is 3. That means 3 into 3 into 3. That means 0 plus 27. Then our sum will be 27. Okay. Now let's go to the other line. It says n divided by 10. Okay. Now our n is what? Our n is still 153. 153. And we are going to divide it by 10. And the answer comes as 15. Because this is an integer division, so decimal points are not considered. So now our n is 15. So we again go to the top, and now our n is 15, and it is greater than 0. So we can proceed to this line. Now it says n modulus 10. Now our n is not 153, it is 15. And when we do the modulus here, it gives 5. Okay, then we can proceed to the other line. Now our sum is not 0, it is updated as 27, right? Is now 27, and our r is now 5. Now 27, 125. 5 cube, it is 125. What is the total here? Yes, what is the total here? It is 152. Okay, now our sum is 152. Then we can proceed to the other line. Now our n is not 153, it is 15. And when 15 divided by 10, it is 1. Okay, you know the reason. I said it earlier. And okay, we again go to the top and we again check this condition. N is greater than 0. Is n is greater than 0? Yes, n is 1. So we can go to this line. And in this line, now it is our n is not 15, it is 1. When 1 modulus 10, it is 1. Okay, it is 1. Okay, then our sum is now 152. Okay, now our r is 1, so we can do like this. 1. Okay, when we get the total here, 152, and here cube of 1 is 1, and we get 153. Okay, now we can go to this line. Now our n is 1, and 1 divided by 10, it is 0, because this is integer division. And when we take this n to the top, this condition becomes false because 0 is not greater than 0. So we exit from this while loop and we go to this condition. Now they say that if temp equal to sum. Now we know our sum is 153. What is our temp? Yes, our temp is 153. So these two are equal, so that we can say that this number is an Armstrong number. If this condition becomes false in any other condition, in any other instance, it gives output as not Armstrong number. And let's see the output of this code. We say that enter the number, and I'm going to enter the same number 153, and it gives us Armstrong number. Okay, now if we enter another number like 169, we know that this is not an Armstrong number. Gives not Armstrong number, and this is how to find an Armstrong number when the user give a number, whether it is an Armstrong number or not. So I hope you all understand. So that's all for today, and thank you very much.